Oh man, it's another brother out here getting his neck stomped on by the white man. Oh gee, this just boils the blood, right? This is brought to us. Okay, I can't do that. This entire video. This is brought to us from the New York Post. Bank calls cops on black man trying to cash check from discrimination lawsuit. Wow. So apparently all the racism in the world happens to this dude. Alright, my man, get a cut. This is written by Joshua Miller. A Detroit man is suing a Michigan bank for refusing to cash a settlement check awarded to him in a racial discrimination lawsuit, according to a report. Sauntore Thomas, 44, claims TCF bank employees refused to cash or deposit his settlement check on Tuesday at a branch in Livonia, leading cops to respond and a fraud investigation to be launched, the Detroit Free Press reports. Okay, so a fraud investigation is launched as like from a racial discrimination lawsuit. So okay, I'm kind of confused here. Let's keep going for a second. I didn't deserve treatment like that when I knew that the check was not fraudulent. Okay, Mr. Thomas, first and foremost, it's not about what you know, it's about what the bank knows, okay? You're not the one putting the money on the line, the bank is. And I mean, fraudulent or not, if it's a check, it's coming from another bank, so they should be able to authenticate it with through the bank that issued it, through the financial institution, because maybe it's a credit union, whatever. But whatever financial institution issued the check, yeah, this should be like in and out. I've cashed large checks myself, and it really shouldn't take that long. I'm a United States veteran, and I have an honorable discharge from the Air Force. They discriminated against me because I'm black. None of this would have happened if I was white. Okay, so deal is that white people get popped on fraud charges like literally every day. I mean, who you think do more of it? When they come, like Leonardo DiCaprio made an entire movie where Tom Hanks had to chase him around. I mean, make absolutely no mistake, people get caught on fraud, get caught up with fraud stuff every single day. But once again, like there's like as someone who's done such things, if you're going to your personal bank and they're cashing something from another financial institution, what they tend to do, if it's like if it's questionable, is they run it through the system, and then they call the bank and do the whole authentication thing. Thomas, who had an account at the bank for nearly 2 years, sued TCF Bank on Wednesday, alleging racial discrimination by the bank for calling police, prompting 4 cops to respond to the branch, the newspaper reports. Why'd they call police? I mean, I think that is a good question, but how were you acting before the police were called? Because it seems as if I don't know, man. Like some people are easier to intimidate than others. I'm not even gonna lie. Like some people are just like quick to the trigger on that. But hey, you're fine. You survived, right? Thomas declined to indicate the amount of the settlement check, saying it's part of a confidential agreement in a federal lawsuit against his former employer, Enterprise Leasing Company of Detroit. Okay, so like this is a sue happy kind of guy. Okay. The vet even called his employment law attorney while at the bank for help, explaining to bank employees that the check was authentic. Okay, but that's the thing. They have to. I think that's the part of the story that I'm missing. Is that like if you have a check, right? No matter what the check is connected to a financial institution. So thusly, they don't have to call your lawyer. They don't have to call, they don't have to take your word for it. They can just call the financial institution like this. Like, okay. I got on the phone with the bank. Attorney Jebber Gordon told the newspaper they sent them my federal court. I sent them my federal court complaint to see that it matched. I did everything. Thomas was denied due to his race. Gordon said, "Well, of course you're gonna say that. You're the attorney. You're trying to get paid. I'm with you, sis. But come on, like come on." Obviously, assumptions were made the minute he walked in based on his race. Is it that obvious though? Is it like I don't know, man. I don't know. I like maybe there should be some type of like video released of how he was he went about his business because I'm still not hearing anything about a financial institution being reached out to and having the check verified via them. Am I wrong? That's what I have a comment section for. Like, because that's the thing I think really bugging me about this story is that I know how this works. And so, like, that's what they do. If there's any question about the check, they reach out to the financial institution. It's unbelievable that this guy got done with a race discrimination case and he's not allowed to deposit the check based on his case. It's absolutely outrageous. I will give it to you there, darling. It's actually pretty unbelievable. Like, you have one racial incident that you settled for. All right, cool, congratulations on you. And now, boom, a whole new one pops up out of nowhere, huh? Just falls in the lap, huh? Well, I don't know, man. Really don't. We apologize for the experience Mr. Thomas had at our banking center, TCF Bank spokesman Tom Winenberg told the Post in a statement. Local police should not have been involved. We strongly condemn racism and discrimination of any kind. We take extra precautions involving large deposits and requests for cash, and in this case, we were unable to validate the checks presented by Mr. Thomas, and we regret we could not meet his needs. Okay, well, shoot. So it sounds like Mr. Thomas was feeling some kind of way. He intimidated somebody, and they called the police. Like, and that's the really delicate part about this, right? Because you can't tell the next person, like, this is where particularly, I hate to say it, but the left, right? The blue team, they're like, oh my goodness, feelings. Well, if he, by, just his energy, like, being angry that they couldn't fulfill his needs, like, made somebody feel uncomfortable to a point where, yeah, they called the police. I mean, bruh. I'm just saying, man. Thomas, who is suing for unspecified damages, was not arrested or charged during Tuesday's visit to TCF Bank, where its computer system read his check as fraudulent, according to police. Okay, so, bruh. Okay. Come on, family. Oh, come on, fam. And that's the thing. That's why we read these stories, so we can actually figure out what the hell's going on, as opposed to, oh man, this guy was discriminated on his. Come on, New York Post. Y'all really? But the check cleared some 12 hours later after Thomas opened a new account at a Chase Bank in Detroit. The Air Force vet who previously walked to work, then used the funds to buy a 2004 Dodge Durango. The Free Press reports. Okay, why is any of that important? Well, other than the fact that he was able to get the check. So apparently the check was fine. And he was able to get it done through Chase, just like the bank that like TCF, it seems like a smaller bank who probably wasn't able to hit. Trust me, a lot of banks have really terrible systems. Okay, talk to those bank tellers and you'll know. But as far as, oh my goodness, I was discriminated based on my race, no, through their system, it came across as fraudulent. Even the police said that. So thusly, you were tied up. But I mean, you good now. That's the thing, man. It wasn't tied to your race. Like, I really could see, like, yo, like, this not being tied to your race. This could be tied to the banking computer system. It happens. But I sit there and I'm like, oh my goodness, this black man is discriminated, dude. Because white folks just wanted to, bro, you took it to a bigger bank, Chase, who was able to knock it out, like, boom, like that. So maybe, yeah, go keep that Chase account, shut down your TCF, and keep it pushing. But as far as lawsuits and, oh man, I was treated so terribly, like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just not feeling that part of it. I feel very intimidated because I knew that if I would have gotten loud, they would have got me to the ground for disturbing of the peace, Thomas said. But I didn't get loud. I did nothing except for sue later. Man, yeah, bruh. And don't give me that vet bullshit, okay? As a vet myself, I know, like, yo, like, a lot of these niggas are completely full of shit. Don't sit there and play that game. Like, oh, yes, I'm so honorable, bruh. Stories. There, too many stories. So, yeah, I'm just, not on the race tip. Not on a race tip. I'm glad everything worked out. I'm glad he was able to get his cash, but this really shouldn't even be a story. And the fact that they're leading with the whole bank calls, cops on black man trying to cash check from discrimination lawsuit. True enough, but it really feels on the race baity side of it. All right, New York Post. So with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss it, like, dislike, go ahead and do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute, like I'm the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? Like, once again, banking systems, they glitch out. It is something that happens a lot, particularly with smaller banks. So you're in this small bank trying to cash a check. You're just, it's something that's bound to happen. But as far as, oh my goodness, like, yo, they doing this, they would have never did this to me if it was like, bruh, hey, you know what? Maybe not. Who knows? If I was born, if I had wheels, I'd be a wagon, right? I mean, shit. What happened, and being all so happy. I personally am not feeling it, but you may feel differently, and that's what I have a comment section for. Until the next one.